Hi, my name is Stephen Kirsting, inventor and owner of Sharpshooter Industries. Today I want to talk to you about the Sharpshooter Industries window rail for using long lenses from cars or vehicles. To do that, I want to compare it to two other commonly available products on the market. We're going to compare it to a pad or a sandbag, beanbag, a full-on heavy-duty window mount with a tripod head, and to really put them to the test, we're going to use a D4 mounted on a 400mm f2.8. That's about 15 pounds of weight and about as heavy a combination as you're likely to encounter. Let's go ahead to the side of the vehicle and we'll put them into use. So here we have the window pad. It could be a beanbag, sandbag. This is going to cost you anywhere from $30 for a pad like this up to $130 for a beanbag, which you can mount a tripod head, and then of course you've got the cost of the tripod head on top of that. The advantage of this is it's a stable platform if you're trying to use long lenses, long distances, and shutter speeds that are really kind of too slow for what you're doing. Disadvantages. It's very hard to change the position of the setup once you've got everything in. If the subject were to move, it's very hard for me to change my position. Beanbags, the lens snugs in a little deeper. You have to kind of try to slide them to the new location in order to pick up the subject. The other disadvantage, now I've got my seat all the way down in the vehicle. If I tried to pick up a subject that's high, I've got to try to duck down, and it's very uncomfortable and hard to do, and that makes it more unstable. If I want to raise the height, I raise the window, I've now lost the benefit of the car door, and I'm relying on this loose and thin window edge. So let's look at the next product. Okay, here we have the heavy-duty window mount with a full gimbal head. The window mount alone is going to cost you somewhere in the $200 to $250 range. Depending upon what kind of head you put on it, you can start anywhere around $400, $450 for a complete setup, up to the better part of $1,000 for something like this. The advantage of a setup like this is we now have the ability to pan. The disadvantages, we are still reliant on the window, so as such, it's not that stable. Go ahead and mount the lens on it for you. Got it all balanced out there. Another disadvantage is I'm not parked on a level surface, so if I loosen this up for the panning action, it's going to want to change its position on me. And when I'm panning, if I try to get to this side, I get stuck up against the back of the seat. If I go to this side, I get stuck up against the steering wheel. With changes in elevation, again, I have to get down in the seat very hard, and I even run the risk of running into the mount itself. And now we have the Sharpshooter Industries window rail. This system's going to cost you about $150. I've pre-installed it using the adjustable straps to the height I like and leveled it to the surface because we're parked on an uneven terrain. Using the quick release clips, and then the straps are secured to secure the excess out of the way. The system has an Arca Swiss clamp, a adjustable tension pivot head between the clamp and the rail, and a fully captive tricycle roller system with ball bearings, sealed ball bearings. Several advantages to this system. First off, as opposed to the others, we are now level, so wherever I place it, it's not going to want to swing or pan or pivot on its own. When it's installed, we can bias it to be pointing towards the sky for subjects such as birds. We can bias it pointed towards the ground for subjects that are closer or on the ground. But regardless of where I have it biased, I have complete range of motion without running into the mount itself or anything else, and it's much easier for me to stay behind the camera body. If I have a subject to the front here that's moving right to left, or I have a new subject over there, this allows me to much more quickly follow with this subject without getting jammed up against the seat back or the steering wheel. This is probably the only system that allows you to pan effectively with subjects in motion from the vehicle. One other significant advantage of this system is that it allows me to close the window if the weather's bad. So if it's particularly rainy or cold and there's not much going on, we can go ahead and roll the window up. And I can at least stay warm and dry for the time frame until the next subject comes along. I think you will find that this is the most flexible and easy to use system available on the market. Thank you.